In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own all natural hair dye. If you're afraid of the toxic chemical in synthetic hair dye on the market, this is a good alternative for you. This project 70 for natural skincare school. So if you're a student of natural skincare school, look at the formulation manual for project 70. So we are going to formulate our own all natural non-toxic hair dye. So we're going to use different dyes and they're all natural. So for this, I'm going to be using black walnut powder. So the version I'm using is black walnut powder. I have the powder here, but if you want the exact recipe, the exact formula, not recipe, because it's a professional one, this is not a DIY, head over to naturalskincareschool.com and search for formulation project 70. Okay, also you can go directly to that formula by using the link in the description box below. So the first thing you want to do is to weigh your dye. So I'm using all natural walnut oil powder, not a synthetic dye. So this is from walnuts. So after that, you're going to add warm water to it to dissolve it. Going to add warm water to your dye to dissolve it. And you're going to mix it very well. This is a very, beautiful alternative to toxic hair dye on the market. So once you're done that, you're going to add your surfactant blend to it. So for this, I use different surfactant blend. That's all available in the formula at Natural Skincare School. So you're going to add your surfactant blend to it. This is different in that it's going to not only take care of or give you a nice brunette color, it's also going to strengthen your hair. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This is a very good non-toxic alternative to chemical dye. So it involves a lot of mixing, and then you will add a botanical extract or any botanical extract of your choice. The extract I use is in the formula in the link below. So you add that extract to it to straighten your hair. Okay, you mix it. For each addition to this, you're going to mix it thoroughly. And finally, we're going to add, because this is a professional formula, we're going to add a preservative, a broad spectrum preservative to prevent this from yeast, mold, and bacteria. And you're going to mix. Remember what I said, for each addition you're going to mix it thoroughly. Make sure you use a glove when you're doing this, because this is going to stain. And when you are applying this to your hair, make sure you you do in the washroom pass, you don't want to have anything on because it's going to stain. You're going to need a foamer bottle, the recommended foamer bottle that you should use. The link is also in the description box below. The next thing to do now is to run this through a coffee filter and a strainer. It's very important, especially if you're selling this to the public. You want to make sure you sell whatever is smooth as much as possible. You don't want to sell something that will either clog this or one. So make sure you pass it through a coffee filter to take out any residue from the black walnut oil powder. This is the black walnut oil powder that I use. Okay, so we're going to run this through a sieve, pass it through a strainer and a coffee filter. The first thing you want to do is to remove this residue. The strainer quickly. If it's not going quickly, just mix it, and you can also squeeze it. You want to have the final mixture. When you're doing this on a large scale, you want to get yourself a commercial strainer. So you can put in your foamer bottle and apply it on your hair. You can leave it for at least 30 minutes before rinsing. This professional formula has some surfactant in it, so that's why when you're done applying it, you don't need to really apply another shampoo. You just rinse it. So I'm going to use this mannequin to demonstrate it to you. Okay, let me use this mannequin to demonstrate this to you. Like I said in my previous few minutes ago, I do not have the recommended foamer bottle, but I will try to work with this. If I can't work with this, I will just open it. I thought this foamer bottle is going to work, but it's just not working enough. If you have the recommended foamer bottle, you can use the foam, okay? But if you do not have the foamer bottle, you can use it directly on your hair, okay? Just apply it. Make sure when you are applying this to your hair, you have your clothing on, okay, as this will stain. This has surfactant in it, so when you leave it on for, and when you notice the foaming is not working, you can use the liquid directly on your hair. There's no problem with that. Don't be tempted to wash it off, okay? You're going to leave this on your hair for at least 30 minutes, okay, before washing off. Before rinsing off. Do not wash it. You rinse it because there's a surfactant in the professional. This is not a DIY formula. This is a professional formula. This is going to give your hair a brunette look, a very rich one for that matter. As you can see, this is going to give your hair a brunette look. If you can get someone to do it for you, it's even much better, right? If you can get someone to do it for you. If you can do it yourself, that's okay. Just make sure you don't have any clothes on for that time. You can get yourself busy with all the stuff, but just make sure you don't have any clothes on. As you can see, give it at least 30 minutes, okay? If I were you, I will cover it, okay? I'll cover it with a disposable shower cap. Okay, cover it with disposable shower cap, and after 30 minutes or even more, you can rinse it off. Okay, and you're going to get yourself a lovely brunette look. This is a professional formula, not a DIY, so I highly recommend you head over to naturalskincareschool.com to get the professional formula, the surfactant blend I use, the botanical extract I use, the botanical extract I use for this hair dye. It's going to strengthen your hair. Okay, and because we are working with walnut powder, walnut hull powder, it also helps, okay, to strengthen the hair. So make sure after 30 minutes. I have a friend who actually got this formula. She actually left her home for 2 hours. I'm thinking, how come 2 hours? She says she wants to let it. So maybe it depends on you. I personally recommend 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. When you leave it for 30 minutes on your hair, I believe this will work better than just, you know. And all you have to do after the 30 minutes is just use normal water to rinse it. Okay, just rinse it with water. You don't need to use another shampoo to. Now if you want this to keep for a long time, what you can do is that at least maybe once or twice a week you can, I mean anytime you want to wash your hair, just use regular water. Do not use shampoo. If you use shampoo, chances are this is going to wash off faster. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about making your own all natural hair dye, non-toxic, you know, with peace of mind, drop a comment in the comment box below. To get the professional formula I use to make these very rich, okay, very rich, you know, non-toxic hair dye, feel free to head over to Natural Skincare School and search for formulation project 70. So that's how you're going to find exactly what I use to make this beautiful, you know, powerful hair dye, all natural, non-toxic, nothing to worry about. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I wish you the best in your formulation journey. If you want to learn more about, you know, skincare formulation on this channel, I teach you how to make different skincare products, and this is what I specialize in. And also, if you want to learn professional formulation, or if you want to take your formulation skill to the next level, head over to naturalskincareschool.com and join some of my, you know, happy students that are doing really well now, making their own professional products. You know, they have graduated from the realm of DIY to professional formulation. They have actually moved up from a basic formulation also to professional formulation. So head over to naturalskincareschool.com and join today. And if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, click that subscribe button and the notification icon to be notified when I upload new videos. Happy formulating, everyone.